Follow the Big E Outdoors team on all of its adventures at Big E Outdoors on Facebook, or watch us on the Pursuit channel Mondays at 3 p.m., Saturdays at 6 a.m. and 10 p.m. Big adventure and tips on the best hunting destinations around the world. Watch Big E Outdoors and learn the importance of hunting, and check out some of the most practical and useful tools and gear on the market. The Big E team, led by Brandon Eagert, travels the world in search of adventure and entertainment. Follow the team with his father Big E and all the pro staff members of Big E Outdoors on their follies and fun. Big on entertainment, experience, and education. The Big E Outdoors Show on Pursuit Channel every week. And coming in July, find Big E Outdoors on the Hunt Channel and many local networks. Welcome back to another hour of Big E Outdoor Radio with your hosts Brandon and Big E, right here on SportsFan 100.5. With a little bit of education, a lot of entertainment, and some just plain fun, here's your host for the Big E Outdoor Radio Show. Welcome back to Big E Outdoor Radio. We're at the top of a new hour. Last hour, Brandon, we were talking about dumb hunting laws around the world, and I'm going to tell you, we got started on this because of the railroad track law in Wisconsin, where you actually, it's illegal to walk across railroad track, passed in 2005 and 2006 by the railroad companies, and they're actually looking at overturning it because you can't walk across unless you're at an official railroad crossing.
Yeah.
So these are stupid laws that get passed into the books because we don't get a chance to vote on it. And it brings me back to this article. So we'll start this hour out with something a little bit serious, another one of our controversial things that's going on. First of all, this Jerry Davis, who writes for the Wisconsin Outdoor News, he's a twit because, and I'm just going to say it like it is.
Yeah.
Because he starts out talking about conservationists may not care about conserving what little resources we remain, and he's referring to, this is what he says, the long list of eliminating traditions, removing safety, and domesticating wildlife continue to change our hope for a safe, exciting, and wild outdoors. Okay, I know what you're getting at, Jerry. You're an idiot. Okay, the guys at the high fences, leave them alone. They're not domesticating anything that's out there wild. These deer are being raised for that purpose. A lot of the deer on those places are more wild and harder to hunt than they are in the wild. And the other thing is thanks to the laws of Wisconsin, there aren't any deer on the outside left anyway. So if you want a deer, you're going to have to go to a high fence place. Don't even get me started on the CWD thing, because until you or any of the ding-dongs sitting in Madison can actually prove where it comes from, prove that it is transmissible, just from wild to tame and all over the place, and that it's an epidemic and not something that's been here all along.
Yeah.
And that all deer don't actually possess the ability to pick it up, or a lot of them don't, because they're carrying the prion, and all it has to do is mutate and turn, just like how we get cancer or anything else. Or until you can prove that it transfers to a human, or any of these other things that you guys cannot prove, then stop talking about it, because you actually are making yourselves sound more dumb than you actually are. And this kind of stuff and these little comments in your articles make me not even want to read your silly articles. Although on this particular one, he did hit on a topic that may or may not be true, and I actually am doubting its truth now because of that stupid comment that he made.
Oh, yeah.
But he's saying that on this blaze pink thing,
yeah,
that colorblind people see pink as white.
Huh, that might be true.
So that could be true. But that, unless you're seeing in black and white completely, that, unless you're that way, then you just know that something that shines that white, I mean, obviously, whether it's blaze orange, blaze pink, blaze white, it doesn't really matter what it is. You better look. Yes, it could be a problem when there's snow. So there's ways to look at it both ways. Really, to be honest with you, a hunter is supposed to know his target and beyond anyway.
Yeah.
You should be looking for hunters, period. If that blaze pink thing is true, that colorblind people see it as white, I guess that could be a problem.
Yeah, maybe it's something they want to look into more.
It is, but then then it comes down to the fact that hunters, You know, we used to be able to wear red, and they wore red plaid, and they wore all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think any more hunters were shot back then than they are now wearing blaze orange. So really what it comes down to is you got to wear something bright and visible. You either make yourself known or you take the risk of taking a bullet.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, we wore camo running around in the desert, and a lot of us didn't get shot. You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and there the people were trying to shoot us. So, you know, so I guess it's kind of, it depends. Now, the thing is I'd actually like to hear this from some colorblind people and get a consensus on it because of the way that this guy wrote the letter and the way he started it out, attacking things that he has no business talking about and doesn't have a clue what he's talking about. It makes me doubt the entire article. It makes me look at the whole article like it's written by some dork. And so, and if he don't like that I said that, I hope he listens to this and calls me up because it just annoys me when people start talking about different things, because that right there is attacking hunters for the things that you know, they like to do or that they choose to do just because you don't choose to do it. His little personal comment in there. So
Yeah.
there, if you don't like what I said, that's my personal comment right back at you. So anyway, get back to some more stupid laws
Well, you know,
that are
it's-
passed and silly laws all over the United States. Go ahead, what do you got?
It's funny because this week we burned up the whole first hour talking about stupid laws and silly laws and all that. Last week we burned up more than an hour talking about Sasquatch and Wolfman.
And he's
all
coming
these-
up in here. Let's
Well,
save
well,
it.
yeah. Well, he is coming up in here, absolutely. So,
Yeah.
but you know, it's not too crazy to think that Sasquatch might be shacked up with the Mothman somewhere. You know, but
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If you do see the Mothman, you can't do anything about it in California if he's hanging out under a street lamp.
yeah. Oh, good Lord.
You got to remember.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what you got, Brandon, for some more silly and dumb laws that are passed? And
Yeah.
written?
So in North Dakota, it's illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on.
I think I heard something about that
Yeah.
when you were playing beer pong one time.
Well, yeah. If you pass out at any of the parties that I have gone to, and I still do once in a while,
With your
but
shoes on.
if you pass out with your shoes on, you are fair game. The Sharpie will come out and you'll have all kinds of belligerent pictures all over your face, and
But in North Dakota,
we might even
you
nair
can't
your
even
head.
lay down with your shoes on.
Nope. So yeah, if you nod off while you're sitting and watching for deer, you broke the law because your boots are going to be on more than
So,
likely.
yeah, technically, if you're going to go deer hunting and you're sitting down, it's a nice sunny day, I would suggest taking your shoes off in North Dakota because
Just
if
play
you
it
fall
safe.
asleep. Yeah, just play it safe.
Yeah, safety first. Take your shoes off.
Safety
Yeah.
first. Don't need to get a ticket.
Yeah.
Take my shoes off so that I don't get a ticket from the game warden when he comes by. Now, what you want to hope for is that when you wake up, your shoes are still there. Because now there could be a law that says you can't hunt with your shoes off. So now you're screwed. Now you got to leave the gun sit there by the tree, and I mean, just the whole day is ruined. You know.
Pretty much.
Yeah. What's next?
In Wyoming, I didn't even know this, but apparently in Wyoming, it is illegal to take a picture of a rabbit from January until April without an official permit. So there goes Easter.
That's first of all, that's asinine. Why? Because the rabbits are mating, and you have to give them their privacy. That's what I want to know.
Well,
But the whole
quit doing it
permitting-
on the lawn.
the whole permitting thing with these a lot of these states are getting to that where they want to charge you to film on public land, to take pictures on public land. What they're doing is they're always looking for ways to make money, and the public land is out there for people to use, and it's like, oh hey, well, you know, there's an influx of people using cameras and stuff, so let's figure out a way to charge them for a permit for that now. I mean, it's getting to be where you're going to have a permit to go to the John anymore, you know. Otherwise, you're going to have to hold it until you get your permit renewed or go in your pants. Because that kind of stuff right there just agitates me. Because there are states out there that have it where you have to have a permit to be able to film. And really, it's none of your business what I'm doing out there. As long as I'm not breaking, any hunting laws, shooting animals illegally or doing something like that. But if I want to film it, that's my business.
But you are breaking a law.
Yeah, you're not, because they don't have a license to film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's another crazy one. All right. So we've learned that in Pennsylvania, and also it states here in Indiana,
That they have no common sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's illegal to catch a fish
With your
using your
teeth.
bare hands.
Your bands and your teeth.
Yeah. No, this is just your bare hands. So
In
Wyoming, yeah, in Indiana, you cannot catch a fish with your bare hands either. So Wyoming must have gotten tired of hearing the Godfather excuse. So now in Wyoming, you may not use a firearm to catch fish. Dang.
Well, that actually kind of rules me out. Because I did shoot a pan full of trout one night.
Yeah, but not in Wyoming.
No.
We're not
okay,
even
well,
gonna say where
I'm
it
not
was.
going to say where, but yes, I have used a firearm to get my fish before. I actually didn't even shoot the fish. I just shot the rocks next to them, and then when the fish turned upside down, I picked them up.
And the only reason you did that is because you didn't have an angler's license. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a fishing license. So, you know, you have to have, in order to have a line in the water, you have to have a fishing license, but it didn't say anything about shooting them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
Oh man, oh man. We
I
got
didn't have a pole anyway.
got a couple minutes coming up here before the break, so we're gonna just.
Did you notice that when I did that, it took me a lot less time to catch my fish? I had a half a dozen fish way quicker than all the guys that were laying on the banks with fishing poles. I mean, I went in there, got it done, came back, had fish to eat. Everybody else in our group that was out there fishing with the poles, and they've been there all day and had one bite. I mean, you got to, you know, pick your poison there.
So here's the squatchy one. All right. Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you call him, he's a source of myth and legend, even in game laws. In the state of Washington, it is illegal to harass a Sasquatch, and in California, it's illegal to hunt them. However, because of the legal definitions of huntable game in Texas, you may feel free to hunt them. I couldn't verify whether or not it's legal to bait them with beef jerky. Here in New York, they can photograph Bigfoot, but aren't allowed to hunt him. So whoever wrote this article was from New York. So yeah.
Okay, so hold on a second. You can hunt Bigfoot in Texas,
Yeah.
but you can't hunt him in California.
Yep. And you cannot harass him
So I
in
wonder if those
Washington.
guys that are looking for Bigfoot have been in California at all, because you cannot look for Bigfoot or hunt Bigfoot in California.
You can't hunt him in California.
You can't harass
You can't
him.
harass him in Washington.
So none of that jerky stuff, no putting his hand in hot water and all that stuff that they, you know,
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
Bigfoot alone.
Yep. In New York, you can photograph them, but you cannot hunt them.
Okay, I want to know if anybody has been ticketed for those offenses. That's what I'd like to know. Has anyone...
What are you doing
received-
out here? Well, I'm certainly not spotlighting deer. I'm hunting Bigfoot.
Yeah. Oh, well, step out of the car, please. You're under arrest.
Oh,
Yeah.
good Lord. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break here, folks.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break here, folks, and we come back.
There's
We
gotta be
may
some more Bigfoot
we,
laws
we
out
may or may not have some more
Stupid
wacky
hunting
laws. Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're outdoorsmen and we demand a good meal. A meal deal from a fast food restaurant just don't cut it for a real man or a real gal. So next time you're in the mood for a good burger, the best burgers in town are found at Bruise Brothers. Fresh ground burger daily, fresh buns, and some of the most amazing recipes found anywhere. That don't even touch the 35 fresh brews on tap. Bruise Brothers in Weston. Tell them Biggie Outdoor sent you and they'll hook you up. Bruise Brothers is found in Weston on Highway X, just off Highway 29.
Hey, it's Mike with Auto Trim and Sign here in Wausau. You already know we do the fun stuff on vehicles. We can also help your business, whether it's simple lettering, company decals, or even a vehicle wrap. Auto Trim and Sign can design and install graphics perfect for your business. Your car, truck, trailer, big rig, or your company's entire fleet will be in good hands. Check out our website, autotrimofwausau.com, or call us at 715-842-9114.
Deer collisions, door dings, hail dents, or accidents, BRB Auto Body makes your car look new again. Make BRB Auto Body your #1 call when an accident happens. BRB offers 24-hour towing, complete body and paint repair, and complimentary replacement vehicle when accidents happen. Call BRB Auto Body, Highway XX Rothschild. BRB Auto Body, there for you through all the dings and dents.
Expect a quality job from BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body.
Hey, welcome back, Biggie Outdoor Radio. And Brandon, we've been having fun talking about dumb and stupid hunting laws.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. So we're going to actually jump to Wisconsin and just talk about some of the dumb laws that are in Wisconsin in general.
Okay. All right.
This is definitely one that is in Wausau, Wisconsin.
Huh.
It is an ordinance that it's illegal to throw snowballs in Wausau.
Really?
Yes, sir. Right here it is. Throwing snowballs, stones, arrows, or other objects, sounds like in the city limits, $50 fine.
Wow. Can't even throw a snowball. So much for having a good old-fashioned snowball fight.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I understand the other things, the stones and arrows and all that, but... So, yeah, I guess you can't sight your bow in city limits.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Here's another one. This is state law provides for a fine of $2 to $20 for anyone under 17 caught jumping into a railroad car while the train is in motion. So, if you're over 17, it's okay. You can go ahead and risk your life, jump into a railroad car while it's moving.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, you're going to get a ticket for that.
Yeah, but it's only $20.
Yeah, it's only $20. I mean, here's another one here. This was a Wisconsin law. It's illegal to use a laser pointer to start a riot. Now, the only way that I can think of that you could start a riot with a laser pointer is if there's a bunch of cats.
I was going to say the same thing. All right, yeah, I mean...
Here's another one. I'll let you read that. You tell me what you think of that. It's illegal?
No, you are allowed to marry your house.
You can marry your house. So evidently in Wisconsin, who in the world would marry your house anyway? I mean, some of these things are just kind of fruity.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, no man shall shoot off a gun while his female partner is having a sexual orgasm.
Folks, maybe we didn't make this up. This is a law in Wisconsin.
Oh, man.
Why are they constituting as a gun? That kind of rules out simultaneous orgasm right there.
I mean, can you see that? Bang, bang. Yee, yee.
First of all, if you got her to that point, good for you. Don't interrupt her.
Oh, my goodness.
Because it's against the law. So if you're out there saying, yeah, she did it, bang, 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 and she wasn't done yet, you're shooting in the air, celebrating, wait till after. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Here's one that's going to be hard to enforce.
Who comes up with these? Yeah.
Look at that. Cats are for, this is Wisconsin laws, people. Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. Cat, it says section 6.04.080, dogs and cats cannot enter cemeteries.
Huh.
So all them strays that are out there are breaking the law. Punishable by death, the way I look at it. Sun Prairie again, another ordinance. It's against the law to ride a bicycle without your hands on the handlebars. Remember the old days when you used to ride with no hands?
Remember the old days when you used to ride a bicycle?
Yeah. But that's not the end of it. Another one in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin.
Huh.
For those of you guys that are out there really taking your hunting seriously, nuclear weapons may not be manufactured in the city limits.
So you got to do it outside of town.
So while you're out there hunting and you're making your nukes, remember you can't use, that would probably constitute under the dynamite thing if you're hunting rabbits and squirrels in New Jersey. You can't. So don't be using your nukes out there.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's one that they still haven't gotten off the books. Actually, we should. It's in St. Croix, Wisconsin. Women are not allowed to wear anything red in public.
Oh, good Lord.
Mm-hmm. I mean, really, the only way to get some of these idiotic laws off the books is to actually go out there and enforce them and return somebody in. Can you imagine calling the police? 911, what's your emergency?
Citizens arrest.
Listen, there's a woman in this bar and she's wearing red. I kid you not. Actually, there's two of them. Get the cops down here. Bring the SWAT team.
What you do is you trap them at a Badger game, like celebration or something. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Badger game. Look, you could arrest half the stadium right there.
Where is St. Croix?
It's up by Minnesota, so that kind of self-explanatory right there. Back on the same site where you had talked about, remember you said that it was illegal to hunt anything from a moving vehicle in California unless it was a whale?
Yeah.
Not the only place.
Oh.
Not the only place, because in Tennessee, it's illegal to shoot any game other than whales from a moving automobile. That's in Tennessee.
Tell me where there's a whale in Tennessee.
High population of whales in
Let me tell you something. The fact that Tennessee is surrounded by other states and there is no oceanfront property in Tennessee sounds like a George Strait song, first of all. And second of all, that only constitutes one thing, being a whale. Okay? This goes back to my theory that at bar closing, you cannot be hunting whales from your moving vehicle. All right? In Tennessee.
Because they don't want no scrubs.
Yeah, they don't want no scrubs. That's it. Here's one. It's a good one. In Massachusetts, all men must carry a rifle to church on Sunday. Now, I think that law should be everywhere. That's not a dumb law. I think we should all start carrying.
Must.
Yeah.
In Massachusetts, all men must carry a rifle to church on Sunday.
Actually, that law has been repealed.
Oh, okay.
It was repealed in 1967.
Actually,
But
in 1637.
colonial American governments knew that in order to protect themselves from foreign armies, hello, Obama, you listening? In order to protect themselves from foreign armies, that the population had to be armed and ready for action. So they made it a law that these guys would carry their weapons to church so that they always had them on them. They wouldn't leave their weapon at home.
Impressive.
So, yeah, it's an impressive law. So the whole town was centralized at the church on Sunday. They didn't want to have some kind of an attack, which would constitute a terrorist attack. In case I didn't mention it before, you're listening, Obama. You need to be armed to kind of keep those things from happening. That would definitely keep ISIS from coming and attacking. So, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah, that was pictures of the, this is
Yeah.
shooting buffalo from a second-story window. In Michigan, any person over age of 12 may have a license for a handgun as long as he or she has not been convicted of a felony.
All right, if you've been convicted of a felony before the age of 12,
First of all, there's really not a lot of hope for you.
I don't know what to say about that. That's impressive.
Yeah. First of all, you somehow got tried as an adult, so that's kind of. Let's see what else we got.
I don't even know what to say about
Yeah.
that. There's some interesting stuff there. How do you get convicted of a felony at 12 years old?
You got me hanging. You've got me hanging. I don't know.
That's something.
But the stupid laws just don't quit. I mean,
No.
let's go back to this one isn't about hunting, but let's go back to another dumb Wisconsin law.
Yeah.
Let's see if we got any more. Well, I told you about the women one. Let's pick another state. What other state do you think would actually have some silly laws?
Illinois.
Alabama.
Alabama might have some good ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Alabama, it's illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes laughter in church.
Huh.
So you can carry your rifle to church, and by God, if I catch you wearing a funny mustache, I'm going to shoot you. It's still against the law.
Well, if it causes laughter in church, that distracts you from the sermon. So I can see that.
What's a funk ball? Do you know what that is?
A funk ball.
A funk ball.
No one may use a funk ball. We got to be careful with that word because we could slip up.
Yeah.
You know?
In the city limits. I don't know what a funk ball is. Maybe we should have somebody tell us.
Do you guys know what a funk ball is? No, nobody. Nobody here knows what a funk ball is.
This one should be illegal in every state, I believe, especially for guys like you who chew a lot. It's illegal to spit in public.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
See, I use a bottle, so I'm not crazy about it. So.
It's also, this is definitely, you can tell we're in the Alabama laws here right now because it's illegal to marry any animal that's not already one of your relation. So
you can't marry the family dog, okay?
no, you can, because that one would be relation.
Oh, so wait a minute. Illegal to marry.
any animal that's not already in a relation.
Oh, so you can marry the family dog. You just can't marry the neighbor's dog
That's right.
because that would
And
be
that's-
cheating.
That just you'd be cheating on your own dog, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. This is strange.
We can't even say that one on the air, but anyhow, it says you can't call policemen certain names.
I still
mean-
want to say it. I mean, it's worth the $100,000 fine, ain't it?
No.
No? Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right.
Another hunting law in Alabama: you cannot use your motorboats in city streets on city streets. So I noticed there seemed to be quite a problem with that when we were down there last time. Guys cruising. There's quite a traffic jam of motorboats at the stoplight. They couldn't seem to get going.
Well, maybe there was a flood at some point and people
Yeah.
were using motorboats.
Yeah, I guess so. Pickup trucks. This is in Florida. Pickup trucks are not allowed to be visible after 7 p.m.
What?
Now, this is in Coral Gables, Florida. It says since the 1960s, the city banned people from parking their pickup trucks in their driveways or on city streets from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So you could not. Tell me this isn't geared right toward the rednecks. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
right?
rednecks all over down there. You had to hide your pickup truck after 7 o'clock at night. Couldn't have it on the street or in your driveway. They didn't want to see your pickup truck.
Wow. Yeah. And look it up there. They're still enforcing it to this day. After August 8, 2011, Coral Gables will start issuing tickets to people who violate the parking ban.
First violation is $100. So
Wow.
they're still enforcing that law.
That's impressive.
Yeah. You know, let's take a quick break, Brandon. We'll come back to some more laws that are out there that are stupid and they are geared toward the hunters. Where's the best outdoor sporting goods store in northern Wisconsin? Right under your nose. Chase Outdoors in Rothschild is right next to the post office and has the best selection in everything outdoors from archery to guns and ammo and even your ice fishing gear. Don't waste your time in a big box store with employees who don't even know which end of the gun the bullets come out. Go see a professional with a personal touch on every question and need. Chase Outdoors in Rothschild.
From hauling to hunting, protect your truck bed with Line-X spray-on bed liner from BRB Auto Body. DuPont Kevlar makes Line-X 5 times stronger than steel. BRB can color match Line-X to your truck. Tough just got prettier. Line-X forms a permanent watertight bond, and the finish follows every angle. BRB Auto Body believes anything worth protecting is worth overprotecting. Line-X at BRB Auto Body, Rothschild.
Expect a quality job from BRB. Auto Body, BRB, Auto Body, BRB, Auto Body.
Ski's Meats of Wausau has the freshest meats and seafood in the area. Great sausages, chops, and complete meals. Check them out for Meatitarian Mondays or even their Tuesday night date night specials. That's 2 steaks, 2 taters, and a bottle of wine for just $22.22. They have a great location in Rib Mountain right behind the new Dunkin' Donuts. So while you're out there crashing your diet anyway, pick up some fresh meat for dinner. Ski's Meats, behind the Dunkin' Donuts on Rib Mountain Drive. Hey, welcome back to some more Biggie Outdoor Radio. And this morning, Brandon and I have been just reviewing some of the mostly dumb hunting laws that are across the United States. and we talked, and some of them, and this we got onto this subject because we were talking about the laws that get passed in Wisconsin, and nobody votes on them. They just get passed. And we found the law in Montana that was talking about you can't use trail cameras
Yeah.
during the hunting season because they consider it electronic devices. And I'm sure that the hunters, nobody got a chance to vote on that. Just the Montana game officials decided to pass the law. They did it, and that's done. So basically, you got 1 or 2 people out there who are deciding what they want for a law. They pass it, and nobody ever votes on it. So that's where we need to stop this kind of stuff from happening. And then we got on the subject of some of the dumb laws that are still on the books, some of them that have been taken off the books, but were on the books. Here's one in Pennsylvania. It's contrary to Pennsylvania law to discharge a gun, cannon, revolver, or any other explosive weapon at a wedding.
Huh.
No, I'm thinking about some of the weddings that I've had in the past, and that's kind of,
Like shotgun wedding.
it kind of gets rid of the shotgun wedding. There's no. I mean, what happens when you have the family feud going on? I guess you have to come to a peace during that time. What you got there?
Well, in Kansas City, minors are not allowed to purchase cat pistols, but they can, however, buy a shotgun.
So they can't buy a cap gun.
Yeah, a cap pistol. They can buy shotguns freely.
Ridiculous. I mean, a kid can't buy a toy, but he can buy a shotgun. Yeah. Here's one that, okay, this isn't really an outdoor one, but us outdoor guys can relate to this. Again, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
It's illegal to have over 16 women living in a house. Now, their reason is because that constitutes a brothel. My reason is, what in the world would you want 16 women in your house for anyway?
Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
What kind of an idiot wants 16 women living with him? For God's sake, get them out of there. You shouldn't have 16 women working together in the same office, for crying out loud. They can't get along.
Yeah.
So, you got another one there?
Oh, man, yeah. Maryville, I'm not sure where exactly this is, but apparently women are prohibited from wearing corsets because the privilege of admiring the curvaceous, unencumbered body of a young woman should not be denied to the normal, red-blooded American male. Amen.
I hear you. Let's back on the fishing thing. We talked about these different states that had the fishing, and it wasn't Pennsylvania that had it, where you couldn't catch it with your mouth.
Yeah.
But in Pennsylvania, they do it quite the opposite. In Pennsylvania, you may not catch a fish with your hands.
Yes.
Okay? So they don't want noodling. You may not catch a fish by any body part except by the mouth.
Didn't they just say in the last website that we seen that law was on, they said you could not use your mouth or your hands?
That was in a different state.
Huh.
But I want to know, other than your hands and your mouth, what body parts people are using to catch fish. That's what I'm kind of curious about, by the way this law is written.
You may not catch a fish by any body part except for the mouth.
Right. And they already said you can't use your hands.
Yeah.
So hands are out, and then they say nothing but your mouth.
Well, yeah, feet. Clearly.
Clearly, that's what they were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring noodle into a whole new... Hey, what are you standing so close to the bank over there for, Fred? Cap catching a catfish. He nibbling a little, but he ain't biting yet. Okay. Dynamite cannot be used to catch fish.
All right. Well, we're not going fishing in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Though you do not need a fishing license to fish on your own land, but a hunting license is required to hunt on your own land. How do you like that?
That's interesting.
Yeah. So there's Pennsylvania's loaded with them here.
Yeah, they got some interesting laws. Yeah. So, what do you got there?
Oh my gosh, this will all, I'm sure, cannot be on the books anymore out there in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But it says any motorist who sees a team of horses coming toward him must pull well off the road and cover his car with a blanket or canvas that blends with the countryside to let the horses pass.
It might be. It might still be a law. It's Pennsylvania. They're out there with the Borntroggers and Hezekiahs.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yep. So, yeah, St. Louis. In St. Louis, here it says it is illegal to sit on the curb of any city street and drink beer from a bucket. So, here's a little hint: don't put your beer in a bucket.
Yeah.
And you're
I
good.
know a guy that sits on a bucket full of beer during deer season.
Here's one. Here's the reason why I will never be able to live in Wichita, especially if I have a daughter, and you couldn't live in Wichita. A father cannot frighten his daughter's boyfriend with a gun.
Okay, we're not moving to Wichita.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, anybody out there that's thinking about my daughter.
Yeah, and another.
I do have a gun.
And another place that it's illegal to annoy squirrels is
Okay.
Topeka, Kansas.
Really, you can't annoy squirrels. What I would like to know where do they draw the line at annoying squirrels?
Here's another one. This must be Kansas because there's a lot of Kansas towns.
Yeah.
In Natoma, it's against the law to practice knife throwing at men wearing striped suits. So no,
so
don't
have
go
you
out
got
and harass the chain gang, okay?
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. Quit chucking knives. When you're driving down the road and you see the chain gang out there picking up garbage, don't be throwing knives at them.
Oh, good
We're
Lord.
just practicing.
Oh, man.
That's actually pretty funny. There was one in Pennsylvania also. It didn't have really to do with hunting, but it does affect all of us guys. And that said that a minister cannot perform a wedding if either the bride or the groom is drunk. Now, when you think about it, that probably would screw up a lot of weddings right now here in Wisconsin. I mean, half the time, that's about the only way you get me down the altar, is if I've been drinking.
Huh.
Think about it. I remember, I shouldn't even talk about it, but think about
I
how
don't
many
want
times
you.
have you been to a wedding and the groom has been pickled?
Well, how many times did you get married?
Other,
Pickled. I
Yeah.
I was passed out on the bathroom floor 15 minutes before I had to walk down the aisle. Yeah, that happened.
yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Something wrong with you, buddy.
Here's one I think this is in Georgia, Dublin, Georgia. A person must obtain a permit to spread rat poison.
That makes sense. I mean, to spread poison, yeah, I can see that.
And also in Conyers, Georgia, it's against the law to place a dead bird on your neighbor's lawn.
Man,
I could see that,
well,
Who
I
wants
don't
to come out
understand
and
that.
see a dead crow laying on your lawn?
Well, maybe it's a signal,
Yeah, well, so much for shooting a turkey and then giving it to leaving it as a Mayday gift. Here you go, I brought you a dead turkey. That's against the law. You can't be doing that. So, what you got there, Brandon? I see you got another one there.
Well, in Chicago, it's illegal to hunt alligators in the city limits.
They must have a problem with them there.
I'm guessing so.
I want to know when there were ever alligators in Chicago.
Yep. And here's another one that makes a whole lot of sense.
Well, nothing makes sense
Yeah.
in Chicago,
Well,
first of all. So.
Here's one in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's illegal to tie a giraffe to a light post. And clearly it's because they're so tall they could actually get off of the light post. So
Right.
don't tie it to a light post.
Right.
It only makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man.
That just so this Chicago, you cannot tie a giraffe to the light post.
No, that's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, that was in Atlanta.
Yes. Yep. And in Kentucky, it's illegal for a woman to walk along a road in a bathing suit unless she's accompanied by 2 police officers or carrying a club.
I'm glad that ain't a law around here. Of
Good Lord.
course, some of the women around here seem to carry clubs just by the way that they walk and act. They look like they're coming straight out of the cave, anyhow. But she can't be carried. You got to either carry a club or get a couple cops to escort you. Huh. Yeah, that does kind of sound stupid, I guess. So, Brandon, we got to find out on some of these laws if they're actually still on the books, because a lot of times these hunting laws.
Well, we say we got to find out, but I don't know. I mean, will we ever get around to it?
No, it's too much fun to just look.
It is. It's fun to look it up. We've actually burnt almost 2/3 of our show, a little more than
Talking
half
about
of our show,
stupid?
talking about stupid laws. It's
Yep. Now this one doesn't have to do with hunting, but it's in the Dumb Hunting Laws website. It's in Virginia. Swearing at somebody over the phone in Virginia is punishable by a $100 fine. That's still on the books today.
in other words, when Brittany goes through Virginia, turn your phone off.
Yep. It's also illegal to use the telephone to either sell things or raise funds. So
And this is where?
This is in Virginia, so they got a law against telemarketers there.
Oh man, I wish they'd have that everywhere.
Yep.
Huh.
Here they took that spitting law in Virginia and they made it a little bit more
Yeah.
descriptive.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
illegal to spit, loogie, puke, or urinate on streets.
Well, that rules out drinking.
You know,
Good
I want to
Lord.
know where the definition of loogie is found in the book. But
Would you like a demonstration?
no,
Oh,
no,
okay,
I don't.
all right.
I mean, I understand, but I just was curious about how that made the books. You know, so Virginia has some strange laws, and we're just going to leave it at that. Some of them that I'm looking at here don't have anything to do with hunting.
Yeah.
Like it's illegal to kick your wife out of bed. Unless it's to make room for the other gal, I don't know. All right, we're going to take a quick break on that, and we'll be right back with some more Biggie Outdoor Radio.
Do you want to get the most exposure for your business for each dollar spent? Of course you do. We can help. Whether it's simple lettering, company decals, or a complex vehicle wrap, Auto Trim and Sign is a 3M certified company that can design, manufacture, and install graphics perfect for your business. You can be assured your car, truck, trailer, big rig, or your company's entire fleet will be in good hands. Check out our website at autotrimofwassa.com for examples of our work, or give us a call today, 715-842-9114.
Well, the cold weather is finally here. You better get your oil change and take care of your ride. Go straight to Thunder Loop on 17th Avenue in Wausau, near the National Guard Armory. No job is too big or too small. They do everything from oil changes to major overhauls and every repair in between. Check them out and get those heaters inspected and get your wheels ready for winter. There's no appointment necessary, and get a punch card and you'll save money on your future visits. Thunder Loop on 17th Ave in Wausau. Had a good barbecue lately? Head on down to Dickey's Barbecue, rocking and rolling out the best barbecue sandwiches made from fresh smoked barbecue every single day. They're located on Stewart Avenue near Buffalo Wild Wings. Go get you some of that fresh smoked goodness now. Use them for catering your favorite party, or grab a quick lunch or one of their daily lunch specials. Dickey's Barbecue on Stewart Avenue between Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee. Welcome back to Biggie Outdoor Radio, Brandon. We've been having a lot of fun in this week's show talking about dumb hunting laws. And sometimes we just get into dumb laws in general.
Yeah.
But, you know, we were on Alaska, had a lot of just stupid laws. Like you can't, it's illegal to push a moose out of a plane.
Yeah.
So I think that one was just basically in the wording of it. But also in Alaska, it's illegal for a moose to walk on a sidewalk downtown. So that's quite interesting. You had already.
How in the world do you keep a moose from walking on the sidewalk? I mean, shoot him.
I don't know. How are you gonna? You know, who gets the fine on that? That's what I want to know. You know. So let's go back to Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona has some interesting laws here. In Arizona, in spite of the fact that this is a desert state, it is illegal to hunt camels in Arizona. Hunting camels is prohibited.
In other words, somebody tried to hunt camels on some kind of a preserve and ticked someone off.
Here's the thing that no, this one isn't really even a dumb law. This is one you got to be careful of, because you do wear masks and things like that while you're hunting.
Yep.
For wind and things like that. If you were to happen to break a law, even a misdemeanor, while wearing a red mask, it's considered a felony.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now why red mask, I wonder?
It has to have something to do with one of the old gangs, I would imagine.
Huh. Interesting.
Possible 25 years in prison for cutting down a cactus.
In Arizona.
In Arizona. And you also cannot let your donkey sleep in a bathtub. So, you know, let's see, you can't refuse a person a glass of water. I'm going to go to Arizona and just start asking people for a glass of water. See who will turn me down. We can get them busted for that. Holy smokes.
Don't read that one. Please don't
Let's
read
go
that
to
one.
another state.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Yeah. Okay.
What about Colorado? They got to have some interesting stuff there, I'm sure.
How do you say Arkansas, Brandon?
Arkansas.
Nope. Guess what? It's illegal to mispronounce Arkansas while you're living in Arkansas. While you're in Arkansas. So yeah.
Tennessee.
What you got there? You got one for Tennessee?
Yeah, I don't see anything there.
Oh, okay. Women in Florida, women can be fined for falling asleep under a hairdryer. So can the salon owner. Looking for outdoor laws, but if in Hawaii, this is a good law right here. I think this should be anybody, any state. In Hawaii, you can get a fine if you do not own a boat. So you remember the old thing when the joke when the guy put his thing online, he was looking for a wife, or he's got that T-shirt that says looking for a wife, whatever. Send a picture of the boat and motor. Well, that's true in Hawaii, because in Hawaii you have to own a boat. So, that's definitely something to keep in mind while you're out there. You got another law there, Brandon?
Yeah, in Tennessee, any person who participates in a duel may not hold any public office in the state. So before you in a duel, that's interesting.
Say that again.
Any person who participates in a duel may not hold any public office in the state.
So yeah, I guess if you've already stood in the street and shot at somebody, that would keep you from getting a public office job.
It is illegal to gather and consume roadkill. No, it is legal.
Oh, it is legal.
Yep,
First
it is
of all,
legal.
why would you want to?
Well, maybe you're hungry.
I do know a guy that probably would do that, because he has been known to eat animals that he finds dead and doesn't know what they died from. But I'm not going to say anything, because Herb Rudolph could be listening. We don't want to call him out, but
Yeah.
definitely want to make sure you're careful about eating animals that you don't know what they died of.
Yeah.
There's actually some biblical connotations to that too, that you're not supposed to eat an animal unless you killed it yourself. So, which makes sense, because you don't know, it could have died of poison, it could have died of a lot of things. So, yeah. What you got there?
Tennessee's got some laws here that I can't really see how they would still be in effect. First of all, they actually do have kind of the same law that you had read earlier, only in Tennessee it's more than 8 women may not live in the same house because it would constitute a brothel.
Evidently, it takes less women to make a whorehouse in Tennessee than it does in Pennsylvania. Maybe they go by what they charge. Maybe they charge more in Tennessee.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's illegal to dare a child to purchase a beer. Now, it's not like you made them do it.
You just dared
You
them.
dared them to. Not like it was a double dog dare or anything like that. And here's one here that I can't really see how it could still be a law.
Yeah.
Interracial marriages are illegal in Tennessee.
You wonder if that's you wonder if that still
Dates back. Yeah.
Where I it just happened to be, I was off the subject of the outdoors ones, but in Indiana, one-armed piano players have to perform for free.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if you can't charge unless
I would
you have
settle
both
for
of it.
half-price tickets.
Yeah. Another one. This is in Fort Madison, Indiana. That the fire department is required to practice firefighting for 15 minutes before attending a fire.
Hey, hang on, we gotta practice.
Hold on. I know your house is burning, but we have to practice. It's
All right,
the law.
Jim, you got 15 minutes to sober up. Oh man.
So, Brandon, it just goes to show that around the world, there's a lot of dumb laws. They date back to colonial times, even when they had some of these stupid laws written. But nowadays, there's a lot of dumb ones that are actually getting put on the books every day.
Yeah. Well, I did see that one in Indiana. It said the ice cream man and his truck were prohibited.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, but you know, the thing is that you, what is that? You may not step out in Maine. This is a good one. You cannot step out of a plane while it's in flight.
Yeah, at least wait till you get to the border.
Yeah. In Louisiana, biting someone with your natural teeth is simple assault. Biting them with your false teeth is aggravated assault.
Now, why is that? Why?
I know what you just about said there, but right. Back to the hunting laws in Louisiana. This could actually be stealing an alligator could land a person in jail for up to 10 years for stealing an alligator in Louisiana.
Huh.
Would imagine that has to stem around the alligator season,
Yeah.
the permits and things like that. You steal somebody's alligator, probably off of their trap line or something like that.
Yeah. Well, you steal an
pretty-
alligator in the swamp. That's a good way to wind up dead.
Yeah. Yeah. And
10 years in prison for stealing a gator.
yep.
Wow.
Let's see. Rituals that involve ingestion of blood, urine, or fecal matter are not allowed. I can't even talk about that one anymore.
Yep.
Do they have that problem in Louisiana? That's what I want to know. You may not tie an alligator to a fire hydrant in New Orleans. So, okay. I'm going to read into that and say that, okay, if you're not, okay, New Orleans, there's water close by, so they might have been hanging traps
Oh, sure.
from the fire hydrants, because obviously the gator ain't ripping that fire hydrant down.
No, yeah.
You know, so that could be where I'm trying to find the logical side of some of these laws. Otherwise, I have no idea why you would have been tying your. This law used to be all over the United States. Got nothing to do with hunting, but every outdoorsman should know it. It's illegal for a woman to drive a car unless her husband is waving a flag in front of it. By God, I believe that we should still have this law in the books today, as most of the women drivers I know should have somebody warning them that they're coming. But yeah, this I'm still thinking about the gator thing. Definitely an outdoor law here. It's funny that this had to be put on the books.
Yeah, right?
Okay? This is what you want to think about. What happened that made this law get passed to begin with? Okay, in Louisiana, it is illegal to have sex with a cow.
Huh.
So, you know, your mind starts to wander and you start thinking about who in the world violated this law to make them come up with it to begin with. That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
So this guy came into the store recently and he said, it's my 30th anniversary and I want to get something fine for my wife. I haven't bought her jewelry in a long time and it's time. Well, of course, we agreed and we helped him find a diamond bracelet that we were quite sure would blow her socks off. Well, a few days later, he came back into Jim Creshock's and we asked him, so did she like her bracelet? He looked at us and he smiled and then he said, well, she liked it so much that she... And then he stopped smiling. She liked it so much that she... What? We said. Well, she liked it so much that she... And then he stopped again. And then we got it. So she's very happy, I said. And he nodded. And you're very happy, I said. And he nodded again. And I said, now that is what we're talking about. We're Jim Creshock Jewelers on Rib Mountain Drive. And nobody renders guys speechless quite like we do.
Have you always wanted to have that custom bow, gun, or even a motorcycle? Something nobody else has with a unique look just for you? Consider having hydrographic dipping. Contact Adrenaline Hydrographics on Facebook or through Biggie Outdoors and make an appointment to have your items customized with camo patterns, flames, skulls, carbon fiber, or choose from over 1,500 different colors and patterns. Customize the interior of your car or truck, your wheels, fishing poles, and even wine glasses. There's literally almost nothing we can't put a custom finish on for you. Check us out at Adrenaline Hydrographics on Facebook or call us at 855-424-4388. With 2 locations in Mosinee and Wisconsin Rapids, Adrenaline Hydro can give you a custom look you've been waiting for. Again, 855-424-4388.